What is up, champions? It's day 29. How fantastic is that? I should have had some updates between day 0 and day 29. But you know what? We're here. We made it. We're feeling fantastic. Were there struggles along the way? You better believe it. But have things gotten a ton better? You better believe it. So yeah, I'd love to kind of give you guys a bit of a recap as far as where my mindset's at and what we've gone through and even some recent stuff. Um, yeah, and then hopefully give you guys some encouragement and insight that you can actually apply to your own journey to complete sobriety. So where do we start? Yeah, it was definitely a rough week or so, kind of pushing through the mental fog of lapsing there about 4 weeks ago now. And after that, we got sick for about 2 weeks straight. And the enemy is out there, and he is very real, and he will do anything and everything to keep you down and to get you down if you try and get up. But really, this isn't a basketball game with a shot clock, but life is a hike to the top of a mountain, and you just got to keep going. When you get knocked down, when the avalanche comes through or the rock slide or whatever, and it pushes you back, it's how many times you get back up and you keep moving forward to the top. It's not the game-winning shot, and oh my goodness, it's too late for me, and it's over. I'm out of time. No. And so yeah, I was sick. I was down for the count. I was pretty much bedridden for about a week of those 2 weeks, and I don't get a lot of sleep. I get like 6 to 7 hours usually, which is decent, but below what's recommended or whatever. And I was in bed for probably 15 hours a day for about 4 days straight. And yeah, I was messed up, but the biggest game changer has been the Covenant Eyes update. Holy smokes, guys. The new update sends screenshots to your accountability partners. And not only does it send screenshots, but the second it senses explicit material, boom, without you even knowing, it takes a screenshot of your device, my computer, and my phone. Without me even knowing, if I were to search something explicit, which I could, it's going to take a screenshot. It's going to send that to my accountability partners, and they're going to see a blurred image of what I was looking at. Yikes. Do you know how motivating it is to not look at that crap? Like, having an image being sent to my father, to my mentor, to, oh my goodness, my youth group leader, who I love and respect. Like, it's ridiculous. There's no way I would go down that road. Yeah, so that has been absolutely huge. And let's see, some other things that have been helpful is the surrendering of temptation. The second some temptation comes up here, you push it away, and you not only push it away, but you give it to the big man upstairs, because he can take that. He's strong enough. I am not. I am not even close to strong enough to handle this by myself, and that's why I have countless accountability partners. That's why I have this channel. That's why I go to the anonymous meetings. That's why I have the app. That's why I meditate. That's why I journal. That's why I pray. That's why I do devotionals, and that's why I have Covenant Eyes. We're not playing patty cake with this thing anymore. We have standards. We have a way we live our life, and we are moving to the future. We are leaving this in the past. We're not going to talk about it because it's in the past. Yes, I'm talking about it here, but we're talking about how we're moving on. So, with that being said, I just totally lost my train of thought, which is super exciting. But yeah, surrendering. So you give it to him, he can handle it, and by giving it to him, it's no longer stuck inside your head. And I usually do it twofold. I usually give it to him, and then I make a phone call, which is something that I did literally like 20 minutes ago. So I'm currently home alone here. The fam headed up to the grandparents' house for Easter, and they headed up early. It's about an hour and a half north, and they're going to stay the night. I had some things I had to take care of here as far as business meetings and whatnot, and so yeah, I wasn't going to be able to head up with them, and I'm currently home by myself. And like we talked about with Covenant Eyes, to finagle my way to something on my phone or computer would be like getting into Fort Knox, and it would send a screenshot to all my accountability partners. But if this isn't right, if this isn't healed, I don't care what kind of filter you have on what kind of devices, like, you're not safe until this thing is 100% rewired and healed. And 29 days clean with a 1 day mess up, and then not a 1 day mess up, like about 5 day mess up over the course of 2 weeks in between there, and then the 60 days before, that is not even close to 100% rewired and 100% clean. And guess what? I was home for about 30-40 minutes. I started thinking, I was like, wonder what's on TV. I wonder what's on Netflix. I wonder what movies are on the shelf over there. So yeah, I've got all the filters. I've got it all there. I could never access any of this stuff. But if you're looking at a sex scene from a movie, that's just as bad, if not worse. Because at that point, you're being sneaky about it. And you're using other people's mediums that's not even yours to access stuff, and you're polluting this again, and then you're proving to yourself that, oh, I can get around these filters. Oh, it doesn't even matter. And I'm paying for this stuff. I'm paying for filters. I am. My parents aren't. I'm paying for this. I'm investing into my own future for the app and for the Covenant Eyes accountability and filters. So in that sense, it's just ridiculous to even do that, because A, I'm hurting myself, and B, I'm going against what I'm paying for, what I'm investing into. And this thing, one of the most powerful audio exercises on the Brain Buddy app, says, I am not addicted to porn. My brain is addicted to dopamine. And once you can separate, let's see if we can, yeah, not a good angle. Once you can separate those two from each other, the dopamine and the pornography, and you realize that you hate this over here, and that you hate pornography, and that really your brain just wants dopamine, you can look for healthy outlets of dopamine. Exercise, reading a book, music, hanging out with friends, phone call. The list is endless. Take a walk, go outside, animals, you name it. Make something, build something. I don't care. And you guys have all heard that stuff before, but again, I'm going to say this again. You are not addicted to pornography or lust. You hate it, which is why you're watching this video. I am not addicted to pornography or lust. I hate it. My brain is hardwired to be addicted to dopamine. That's the positive chemical that your brain is always looking for. That's the reason you reach for the donut. That's the reason you want to watch that movie. Because you get a sense of pleasure and you feel good. Pornography, as we've talked about short circuits that whole thing and gives you absolutely massive amounts of it, way more than our brains were ever designed to handle, and exactly like a drug addict, you go back for more. And with drugs, in order to reach that same high, if you will, they need more. They need a 1.5 times dose of it. I don't care what the substance is, to reach that same effect, because they slowly grow numb to certain levels of it. So they increasingly need more, they become dependent on it, and their whole life gets messed up because it screws with their body. And in the exact same way, with this is an arousal addiction. It's not a substance addiction. So with arousal addictions, instead of more, it's different. And social media is the exact same thing. That's why all these social medias are designed to have you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, because it's different. It's new stimulus. It's more stimulus. It's an ad here. It's flashing there. There's a video. There's a GIF. There's a moving picture. It's a boomerang. It's non-stop. And in the same way with pornography, that's why people have multiple tabs open, and it's a mess. It's disgusting. And it's not even fair for women or for girls who are addicted to this, for guys, to compete with that. Because I'm one person, I'm static. I cannot change to be 50 pounds heavier and 50 pounds lighter and a different shade of skin and you name it. Again, we're not going to go into the details there. But with all this crap that we put up here, and it's different, and it's 10 different people that you're looking at the same time, it's disgusting. Versus loving one person and having an intellectual commitment to them, saying I do through the good times, the bad times, the worst times, when I feel like it, especially when I don't, and every single time in between. So I know we went the speech route and we went the route again, and I apologize, but I'm just pumped up, and I'm just excited about life, and I'm sure you guys can feel that. I hope you guys can feel that. I hope that helps a little bit as far as understanding the arousal addiction and the surrendering piece, and then I would highly recommend Covenant Eyes. Like, holy smokes, I have zero affiliation with them. They are not paying me. But again, like, this is your future we're talking about. And I think it's like $12 a month or something like that to save the rest of your life. It's worth it. Trust me. Don't play patty cake with this thing. Get it out of your life as fast as possible. You identify a trigger and you sprint the other way and you get that out of your life. I don't care if it makes you feel good. I don't care if it's Snapchat with all your friends and, but there's that one thing on the Discover tab, and sometimes there's, girls in bikinis, and I just can't help myself, and sometimes I click on it, but I'm getting better, and no. You get that out of your life, and you run the other direction. At least for the next, I don't care. I'm going to be serious with this thing. A year clean. And honestly, even that, given that I've put 8 years into this, obviously not every single day, but think of how much crap has gotten up here and how much more positive stuff I need to replace that in order to literally brainwash myself in a good way. So again, hope this helps. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Happy Easter weekend. And I know it, but I'm going to remind you anyways. Stay strong out there. I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace.